NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. And to win this one would allow them to lock up the Central Division title.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Now, courtesy of State Farm, Portland's starting five. Inside, we got J.J. Hickson and LaMarcus Aldridge. Lillard and Batum, the backcourt duo. And it's Matthews in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Clark in at two guard. Allen out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Jennings. And it's D'Alembert in at the 5 spot. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. The kind of hustle that pays off big time for you.
Well, Wes Matthews came in as an undrafted free agent out of Marquette. Not really a household name, but a good two-way player. He can score, and he's a very tough, active defender.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Clark kicks to Bosh. The dish to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Gets it to go. And Matthews first signed by the Jazz, but, you know, Portland liked what they saw in him, and they snatched him away with a front-loaded mid-level contract.
Yeah, pretty bold move there, but I think his play has lived up to that investment, and it certainly paid off for him. I mean, to go undrafted, and now he's making more than most of the first-rounders who entered the NBA the same time he did. That's a heck of a move by Matthews.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
You know, you look back at what's happened to the Blazers over the last few years, it's very sad. This was a club that was poised to be one of the dominant teams in the West, and then the injuries just set them back big time.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded by Jennings. And Lillard kicks to Batum. Over Clark. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Injuries can creep up on a team, and as Steve said, Portland had so much promise just a few years ago, really even at the beginning of last season. But look what's happened. No Oden, no Brandon Roy, and you know he was alluding to that moments ago, Clark, and that's tough. Those were cornerstone pieces for that organization.
Pillars for you, Kevin, and it's terribly unfortunate to lose two players of that caliber. You can see why the Blazers basically had to restart.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Lakers. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Seeing where the Trailblazers are, they've really struggled much the same way they did a year ago. It just hasn't gotten much better. Oh, man, what a play. I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
It's back to Jennings. There's the pass to D'Alembert. The Bucks working the ball around. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by D'Alembert.
And you look at Scott Skiles, coach of the Bucks. I'll tell you, everybody knew he was going to coach someday when he was a player because nobody was more prepared and nobody spent more time watching film than Scott Skiles. He always knew he wanted to coach. And saw just a little bit of daylight, went right to the rim.
Going back to Scott Skiles and his use of film as a player, if you like watching film, the NBA entering a golden age in that regard. I mean, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, it's all broken down and organized. I mean, these days you watch it on a laptop or a tablet. I mean, film study really is something coaches and players use on a daily basis now in the NBA.
Bosh, a screen on Batum. Clark dishes to D'Alembert. Poked loose and stolen by Aldridge. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Matthews throws it down.
That's a gut punch right there, Clark. Cough up the ball at one end and get beaten on the break at the other.
Yeah, that really hurts. That's painful.
Gallenberg, Aldridge is covering.
Listen to the fans. They love him here, guys.
Well, he's given them plenty of reasons to feel that way, and it's really great to see.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
Thanks, Doris. And Gallenberg with the slam.
Look at that effort. Does he set a great example out there or what?
On plays like that, he does. Sure, what work on the offensive glass we see with him.
Yeah, that was awesome. Put back with the slam. Are you kidding me?
Batum backing down. Over Clark. A shot by Batum, no good.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
The drive by Jennings gets the bucket. Jennings has got 7 points.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Down low, here's Batum. The shot from the low post is good. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, I watched that game, and I remember thinking to myself, where's the aggressiveness defensively?
Yeah, I don't know why they played such casual D, Steve. I mean, there was no urgency, no fight, no intensity. I mean, it was just a flat night for them defensively. I mean, it was hard to watch.
Portland leading. This is the second time they've matched up against Milwaukee.
I think their attitude going into that game was all wrong. And I think they believed what was being said about them, that it was a game they couldn't win, and they just didn't have any confidence.
I'm not going to go with you on that one, Steve. I don't agree with that. I think they believed in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was far too much for them to overcome.
Clark, the pass to Bosh. And that one's good. Bosh has got his first 2 points.
Slick play right there. He's so resourceful with the ball in his hands.
And Lillard kicks to Batum. He dishes it to Lillard. Back to Batum. Over Clark. Ray Allen pulls it in.
This just has not been his day so far.
Kicks it out to Jennings. There's the feed to Allen. He feeds it to Gallenberg. Working on Hickson. Knocks it loose. Now Lillard. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Feeds it to Aldridge. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Clark, defended by Batum. Bosh dishes to Jennings. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Aldridge left side. Over Gallenberg. Outside for Batum. Clock at 6. He kicks to Lillard. Over Allen. Portland again missing.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
They get it back. Bosh. Jennings. Dishes to Clark. Kicks it out to Allen. Second chance shot. Gets it to go. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night. And here are some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a sure thing as we got. Here are the top field goal percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. You look at Dallenberg, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Drew Gooden, right on the trail.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
Shots good from Nba2K13. Portland trailing here. Now, here's Price. With the lead pass, Jennings with the steal. To the inside. Blocked. They get it back. Gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 4. Smith outside. Price outside. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Price. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Williams. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Portland again missing. Bucks leading by 4. Clark the pass to Gooden. And he lays that one in.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
A different look for Milwaukee. Udo's checked in for Nba2K13. Dunleavy comes in for Cool Hands, and it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Elliot Williams comes in for Ronnie Price. Pass to Babbitt. The kick out to Williams. Tries to snap the cold streak. That is good. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Udrich. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
Dunleavy kicks to Udo. That is good. Udo's got his first points of the game.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Here's Udrich. Now the dish to Gooden. Poked away. Here's Babbitt. Guarded by Harris. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Udrich. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Udrich has got his first points of the night. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Smith. That's good.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Udrich dishes to Udo. Makes the lead pass. Gooden the pass to Harris. He passes to Udo. Over Williams. A shot by Udo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Babbitt kicks to Smith. They set the pick. Inside. Jeffries dishes to Babbitt. Over Harris. Off target from the baseline. Bucks leading by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
And there's the pass to Babbitt. Back to Smith. Pass to Williams. The three is launched. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
Here's Dunleavy. He's guarded by Williams. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. They grab their own miss. And Gooden kicks to Dunleavy. He dishes it to Udrich. Over Smith. That's good from Udrich. On the assist by Dunleavy. Udrich has got 6. Now Smith. The feed now to Babbitt. Takes the 3. And the basket good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Coming up next Sunday night, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Kevin Love and the Minnesota.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, Steve and Clark, your thoughts?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Clark in at shooting guard. Chris Bosh is out there with Luke, Richard, and Bahamuta. Then it's Allen, and it's Jennings in at the point guard position. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, cool hands, and the last outing against the Magic was simply terrific. He finished with 13 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
Thank you very much, Doris. Not a huge surprise for him, Clark, to come out with such a mission-like attitude.
It really isn't. I mean, it's part of his mental fabric, which he likes to play with. A lot of his focus is required to deliver a game like he did.
Yeah, he likes those situations. He likes the pressure. He seems to thrive in those circumstances. And, boy, he came up big. Well, Nicolas Batum out of France, a much coveted young player, a cornerstone for this Blazer team for the future. Brings together all the things you want to see at that small forward spot. Length, defense, shooting ability with range, and, of course, finishing around the rim.
Bosh, the screen. Clark, the pass to Bosh. Fires from the line. Connects, the jumper drops.
Well, Bosh is a skilled power forward. He has a polished face-up game. What he really wants to do is catch the ball 15, 17 feet out, turn, face, and use either that jump shot or the quickness to get around his defender.
Well, a big part of his versatility is the accurate jump shot. I mean, able to spread the floor for his teammates as penetrators, and with his 6'11" height, it's a tough shot to recover to.
Leonard kicks to Lillard. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. You know what? Great D that time from Jennings. And Nick Batum, a player who's long and athletic, as Steve was talking about, still very young. We know he can already score, Clark, in the NBA. He is a wonderful prospect.
Well, you always look at length because that's an asset coaches and teams like to have, so tremendous defensive potential there. He can develop into a scary two-way player.
Clark. Shot is off, and it's Portland the other way. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. He feeds it to Bosh. Over Aldridge, and again it's Chris Bosh. Bosh has got 4 this quarter.
You look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Leonard. Sean Williams checks in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Lonnie Price is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Nolan Smith subbed in for Lillard. Price dishes to Matthews. Back to Price. Over D'Alembert. And it's blocked by D'Alembert. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Price. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Udrich kicks to Dunleavy. Feeds to Udrich. Over Smith. And Udrich gets it to go. Udrich has got 8.
Then you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
Hickson passes to Williams. Backs down. Right up. Rejected by D'Alembert. He kicks it to Henson. Dishes to Dunlap. Kicks it to Harris. Passes it to Henson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Smith dishes to Hickson. Hickson off the pick from Smith. Hickson kicks to Smith. Hickson sets the screen for Smith. Over D'Alembert. Here's Hickson. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets the second chance points. Hickson's got his first bucket of the night. Now Udrich. He's got 8. Rebound by Smith. Trailblazers trail by 3. Price, the pass to Smith. Back to Price. Over Dunleavy. It's blocked. They recover it. Hickson with the bucket. Here's Udrich. The dish now to Dunleavy. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And John Henson with the slam.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Hickson, D'Alembert covering. The shot by Hickson, no good. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Udrich. Buried from 15 feet out. Udrich has got 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, this team has done a really good job of taking what's available in the mid-range game.
Yeah, sometimes you can't get all the way into the paint, so you've got to pull up and shoot those mid-range shots, and they're doing a nice job of knocking them down.
Price kicks to Smith. Over Udrich. And it's Smith missing. The Bucks have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Dunleavy. He's guarded by Williams. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
Well, of the 2 teams offensively, they've been more oriented towards those mid-range shots.
Yeah, Steven, they're focused on getting open quality looks, whether it's from behind the arc or inside the arc, and right now it's been more inside the arc.
Here's Smith. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Harris. Shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Bucks leading by 5. Now Udrich. 10 points for him. Harris, right side. Now the pass to Henson. Just 5 on the clock. He passes to Dunleavy. Shoots over Price. It's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Udo comes in with the double team. Pass to Leonard. He dishes it to Lillard. Shoots over Jennings. Lillard misses. Bucks leading by 5. Udo dishes to Clark. And there's the feed to Jennings. Shoots over Lillard. Jennings with the bucket. Jennings has got 9. Portland with the ball. He feeds it to Williams. Feeds to Lillard. He kicks to Jeffries. A rebound by the Bucks. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
You know, that Atlanta game has a lot of attention on it.
You know, it is really hard to miss shots that close to the basket.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Ball's knocked loose. Gooden with the steal. Clark, the pass to Harris. Jams it with authority.
This is Kevin Harlan. Reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you call
commentators. You guys are crazy.
And they will call over the back on the play.
Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Bosh is checked in for Gooden. And Bahamute comes in for Udo. And it's Allen in for Tobias Harris. And then for the Trailblazers, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Leonard. And it's Batum in for Luke Babbitt. Allen kicks to Jennings. Dishes it to Clark. It's back to Jennings. For the 3. No luck. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Bucks leading by 9. Here's Clark. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
Bosh, a screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Clark dishes to Allen. Over Batum. Allen's shot is off.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Shoots from the elbow. A shot by Batum, no good.
He just hasn't been able to build any momentum in this game. He's got to find something out there.
Clark, the pass to Allen. Cans the 12-footer. Allen's got his second bucket of the night. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Here is Lillard. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Aldridge. It's Clark with the rebound. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Man, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, this has been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Lillard with it. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Kicks to Williams. There's the triple. And the shot is good. Williams has got 11 points. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Jennings kicks to Clark. It's back to Jennings. Fires from deep. That one goes. Count. 12 points for him.
Boy, they answered that three-pointer right back.
It is raining threes in here now, boys.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely. The high post shot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bosh has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, they've been all over the glass. Big advantage in the rebound totals.
Yeah, that's really carried them in this one, guys. I mean, those one-and-dones have really set a nice tone and let them establish this lead.
From the arc. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter. And here we go with Damian Lillard. 1 second left, and the jumper is good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bucks lead by 14. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Well, Brandon Jennings has been getting it done. He has 12 points, and he's been successful twice from three-point range today.
And he'd love to make a couple more of them, too, I'm sure. It makes things so much easier for him inside when he's out beyond the arc knocking down shots.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Jeffries out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Elliott Williams. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
And the layup falls. Batum's got 11 points. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Clark. Back to Allen. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Batum. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
I'm just so impressed with his focus, Kevin, because even with the defender flying at him, he still finds a way to hit those shots on the perimeter.
And Steve, just like you, when you shot, you had a favorite spot on the floor when you played. His favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yep.
Passes to Lillard. Back to Batum. That's good. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Damian Lillard, one of the top point guards in this year's draft. He's really more of a scorer than a classic pure point. In fact, he led the nation in scoring a season ago. But very dangerous. Great penetrator, and he can knock down the outside shot.
Allen's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 14. Outside Williams. Williams gets a screen from Lillard. Williams kicks to Lillard. It's stolen by Allen. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
Nice aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with it once they got it.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
And you know what, guys? For Lillard at Weber State, he was asked to be the primary scorer out of necessity. I mean, sometimes guys in that position can reveal themselves to be much more prolific passers at the pro level than they were able to in college just because of the need for them to score. It's been all makes for him so far this half. 3 chances and 3 conversions so far.
Here's Clark, and it's blocked. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered by Bosh. Lillard misses.
Now, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Baseline jumper. And again, Ray Allen. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
And Lillard kicks to Williams. Batum sets the screen for Williams. The dish to Jeffries. All alone. And it's good. Williams has got 13 points.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
Here's Clark. He's guarded by Williams. Clark dishes to Nba2K13. And that one's good. He has 6. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Batum. The pass to Lillard. Shoots over Jennings. No good. Great D that time from Jennings. Bucks leading by 16. Here's the screen. Jennings off a pick from BOSH. Here is Nba2K13. Aldridge with some nice D.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 15 points.
Another good offensive possession for him. He's trying to shoulder the load here for his team.
Here's Clark. He's guarded by Williams. Clark, the pass to Nba2K13. Shot's good. 8 points for him. Trailblazers trail by 16. Outside Williams. From the stripe. The rebound by Brandon Jennings.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Shot on the wing. And another basket for Milwaukee. Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Lillard kicks to Jeffries. Rebound by Ray Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark dishes to Jennings. And it's rejected. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded by Nba2K13. Here's Jeffries.
Put that paw up there and banged it home.
Yeah,
Man, that was nice.
Little Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
You're right.
that was strong.
Simple, direct, and effective.
Clark, the pass to BOSH. Gives him the lead pass. Allen. Got it. Good job in the low post. Allen's got 12.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Puts up a 3. Nice D from BOSH. Bucks leading by 18. Here's Clark. Pass to Jennings. Batum with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. A finish. And Aldridge slams it in. Bucks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Clark. He's got 11. Inside to BOSH. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Now, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Batum with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but, you know, they can't make that mistake twice.
Here's Jennings, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Now, the offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's been the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots. And that's what they've done.
Here's Williams. They get the rebound. Lillard dishes to Aldridge. Goes back up. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Bucks leading by 20. Here's Clark. He dishes it to Nba2K13. Clark. The Bucks working the ball around. Allen passes to Clark. 6 to shoot. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And it has been total domination on their part.
Yeah, they haven't put the parking brake on at all. They're continuing to go full throttle and pile up the points.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Bucks, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Uses the drop step, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. Look at Cool Hands, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Damian Lillard, even more impressive.
And, Kevin, the picture of the elite rookies in the NBA has come into focus since the All-Star break. And their scoring has put these two front and center.
You're exactly right. The way they've grown into their roles at the offensive end has certainly made an impression.
I'll get a chance to check out Brandon Jennings, some of his numbers. In the back half of the season, he's been nothing short of marvelous. 8th in scoring, 13th in three-point field goal percentage, and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
And you don't become a top 10 scorer, Steve, without a variety of offensive moves and a whole bunch of tricks in your bag. So he makes for wonderful highlights the way he can score.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Bosh. Gooden comes in for Mbamute. Tobias Harris is checked in for Ray Allen. And it's Dunleavy in for Cool Hands. The Trailblazers have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Jennings against Smith. That's a 2 from Matthews. Portland no good that time either. Bucks leading by 22. Jennings with the ball. Now Smith defending. The drive by Jennings. Good. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
Well, with Brandon Jennings, we've seen steady improvement in terms of his shooting percentage during the course of his career. He came in as just a jump shooter, and now he's really finishing around the rim and showing better shot selection as well.
Smith outside. Back to Price. Over Dallenberg. No good from Price. And for Jennings, as we talked about him offensively, a quick, explosive guard. He can create his shot quite pretty easily.
Yeah, I think he could be comfortably a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league, Kevin. The issue with him is just to continue to grow and be an official, to make the game easier for himself, to know how to harness and unleash his terrific speed. That's where he's going to make his next step of growth.
Bucks shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Here's Gooden. No luck. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Wesley Matthews on the wing. He's guarded by Jennings. Price kicks to Smith. Over Dunleavy. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's Harris. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. The Bucks shooting a hot 57% from the field in the 3rd. Jennings drives in. The feed to Gooden. It's stolen by Hickson. Now here's Matthews. That's good.
A great move to the hoop, capped off with the finger roll. He's an outstanding finisher in close.
Here's Dunleavy, guarded by Price. The 3. Jennings can't get it to go.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
Price kicks to Smith. Back to Price. He passes to Leonard. Price outside. Leads him in there. Hickson dishes to Price. Smith. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Smith's got 7. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Milwaukee. And, of course, there's the Heat. Right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
You know, looking at the Bucks, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Bucks leading by 19 points. Feeds it to Gooden. Oh, that's blocked. Smith outside. No good from Price.
They really need to start looking elsewhere, guys, because he can't get anything to go.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Now that is just simply pure power, fellas. A nasty throwdown right there.
I'm telling you, Steve, this building is in awe.
Is he blessed with amazing athleticism or what? That's just incredible.
Now Price.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
Out to Harris. He feeds it to Dallenberg. He's covered by Leonard. Tries again. And it's Price with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Charity stripe shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Smith's got 9 points. So it's the Bucks now. Here's Dunleavy. Can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Bucks on top, up 19. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next.
On tap this Saturday, Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics go on the road to battle the Memphis Grizzlies. Live from FedEx Forum. Hoops Action.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, the uncontainable game has come from the Bucks bench. Effort and energy, exactly what they're called upon to provide, is exactly what they brought to this game. Coach is thrilled with that kind of effort, guys.
And Doris, they've definitely been aided by some tremendous production and help from the bench.
Absolutely, Kevin. The reserves have made a huge contribution here tonight, just as soon as they were called on. And they haven't missed a beat. I'll tell you what, you can tell the coach was really counting on them to be a major part of the game plan.
Well, I don't know if they were supposed to be or expected to be this big a part of the plan, but it still worked out beautifully for him.
Clark, he's in at shooting guard. Chris Bosh is out there with Allen. Then there's Gooden, and it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Just 5 to shoot, and Aldridge with the block. Here is Lillard. He kicks it to Matthews. From downtown, the offensive rebound. And that one's good by Aldridge.
And that's why you love this guy. I mean, tremendous work on the offensive boards. He just gets you second chance points.
Outside Jennings. Makes the lead pass. It's stolen by Hickson. Now here's Batum. He's tightly guarded.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
Bucks leading by 12. They've got to push it. Jennings passes to Clark. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Batum. Dishes it to Hickson. Kicks it to Lillard. Passes it to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Here's Clark, defended by Batum. Bosh, a screen on Matthews. Allen kicks to Bosh. There's the dish to Gooden. Allen, he's covered by Matthews. Bucks passing it around. On deep. No good from Clark, but they get it back. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Drew Gooden. And Portland with a change here, too. Nolan Smith's checked in for Lillard. And so it's Milwaukee now. Allen for 3. Gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Tell you, they might have to make a defensive adjustment. They can't give him that kind of a look from beyond the arc.
Smith dishes to Batum. The pass to Hickson. The kick out to Matthews. Hickson sets the screen for Matthews. Back to Hickson. Sinks that one from the post.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
Pass to Jennings. He dishes it to Dallenberg. Jennings. Good. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Smith kicks to Batum. Over Clark. A shot by Batum, no good. To the paint. Takes it up. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Looking much more comfortable out on the floor here in the second half.
Smith outside.
Well, there's so much great talent in the league right now, and as you guys look around, how many surefire Hall of Famers do you see? KG, Duncan, Kobe, Kidd, probably Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Nash and Dirk, I guess, would be in there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shot is starting to fall, guys, and he's playing much better than he did in the first half.
Here's Clark. The feed to Dallenberg. Batum with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Matthews. And that one's good. Matthews has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Steve, all those guys you just talked about, Garnett, Duncan, Kobe Bryant, I mean, they all seem like locks in the Hall in my book. Any we missed?
Well, Jason Kidd, for sure. Looking down the road, LeBron, obviously, Dwayne Wade. There's some amazing talent in the NBA right now. Durant ultimately is a Hall of Famer as well. So we might as well just sit back and enjoy it, Kevin.
Jennings kicks to Clark. Bosh, a screen on Batum. Clark, the pass to Allen. He passes it to Clark. Reverses. And he lays it up and in. Clark's got 11 in the second half.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Hickson kicks to Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And blocked.
And one of the ways Brandon Jennings has improved his game is by taking care of the basketball. His assists were decent, about 5 per game. but what he did a nice job of last year was keeping the turnovers down, and that allowed the Bucks to run their offense efficiently.
First free throw is good. And Steve, you touched on Jennings and his improvement, and he's a gym rat. There's no doubt about it. Plays a lot of basketball in the offseason.
Yeah, he's shown a real dedication to getting better during the summers, and that's when you do get better. You can't just get better during the season. You got to commit off-season time to enhancing your craft, getting better at what you do. And for Jennings, it's not a matter of him not being in the gym. It's more targeted practice that he has to lock into.
Smith dishes to Batum. Backing down. Nice fadeaway to get over the top. Batum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
And the shot is good. And that's now 20 points for Brandon Jennings.
Just too easy. They're getting whatever they want down there.
You said it, Steve. 5 straight field goals inside for him. The defense has to clamp down here.
Batum passes to Smith. From the line. Milwaukee with the rebound. Dallenberg's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Clark gets to Jennings. Feeds it to Gooden. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Batum dishes to Aldridge. Matthews puts up a 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, you know, you look at the success of teams like Oklahoma City who built through the draft. I mean, teams starting to emulate that method for building up talent, but it takes patience. I think some are starting to question the incentive when teams are, in a sense, getting bad to get good. I think it's worth examining if that's the best model for the league to incentivize. He's really struggling in this quarter right now. They need to think about getting the ball out of his hands.
Here's Smith. Good on the shot. Here's Clark. Going back to what Clark just talked about, Steve, some call it tanking for draft picks. I don't like that word, but some people will use it. Teams like, say, Houston, that are trying to go from solid to great, it's not easy without the superstars that top draft picks can provide.
And the irony, of course, is that even if you have the best chance of winning the lottery, it's still only a 25% chance. So tanking isn't always going to pay off. The lottery often just comes down to a random drop of the ping pong ball, and you know, all of a sudden some team that's had a decent season is getting the #1 pick. But it's a difficult issue to tackle for sure.
Portland grabs the miss. Matthews has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith kicks to Hickson.
Good foul there defensively. Make him earn 2 points from the line.
I agree with you. I mean, no freebies. Don't give anybody an easy opportunity. Make good use of your foul there.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Bucks. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. Here's Aldridge. Portland again missing.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Clark feeds it to Dallenberg. Jennings launches a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee. The Trailblazers shooting 43% for the game. And Lillard kicks to Batum. Hickson, Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to Dallenberg. Dallenberg's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He has taken over this game, guys. I don't know what else you can say about it.
Portland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. That's tipped. Here's Lillard. Nails it from the high post. Here's Jennings. He feeds it to Clark.
Well, one thing that's been around in other sports but really didn't have a home in the NBA until the last CBA was contract renegotiation. Now, that is something that both players and GMs will have to consider each year.
Pocket 4. There's the 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Trailblazers shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Outside for Batum. Shoots. The rebound by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And going back to contract negotiations, Steve, a lot of times a player can change due to age or injury, and teams can benefit that way.
And on the flip side of that, I mean, if you're a young player and you blossom into a star, you know, maybe you have an opt-out clause. You don't have to sit back and play out that contract, so you can get out of your deal and then renegotiate a longer-term contract.
And the first one drops.
Well, Dalembert is a solid player in this league, Kevin. He's a great shot blocker. He provides that deterrent inside that you need, and he can also get on the glass for rebound situations.
Yeah, very strong presence on the board. Offensively, he gives second-chance buckets, along with surprisingly competent mid-range jump shooting. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Drew Gooden has checked in for Allen. Udo comes in for Chris Bosh. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Cool Hands. And it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Bucks leading by 23. And Udrich kicks to Gooden. He kicks it to Dunleavy. Dishes it to Dalembert. Udrich passes it to Dunleavy. Dalembert up top. Kicks to Gooden. Shoots over Leonard. Blocked. Smith right side. A rebound by the Bucks.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Udrich, the pass to Gooden. Shoots over Leonard. Shot by Gooden is no good.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. That was a hole punch jam there, Kevin.
A nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
And Udrich kicks to Gooden. Over Leonard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Trailblazers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Smith outside to the middle. Leonard working against Dalembert. From 7, Leonard no luck. The Bucks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Now Udrich. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Cool Hands.